Hey everyone, been gone a long time, I apologize. I actually had to sit down on Michael and take a shot and wet my rando. I do recommend 2-ply Cottonella, by the way. You know, times are tough these days. We carry toilet paper with us. People steal it everywhere you go. Okay, folks, so here's my disclaimer. My name is David Stanley. I'm full-time Apache helicopter, part-time comedian, and let's get to it. This is for informational purposes only, educational purposes only, and also for the case if you'd like to investigate this yourself, please do. I invite civil discourse. I don't hide my subscribers. I don't hide my followers that are in there. I don't hide the comments if it's civil discourse. If you're trying to use the comment section to download a malware software disaster to me, we will catch you, we'll report you. If you're going to go ahead and advertise on my comments, please do me a favor and contact me first to vet you. If you bypass me, you will get blocked. That's the only time you get blocked. If you want to say anything you want, by all means, go right ahead. I'm all about civil discourse. I'm all about education and collective communication. That's what I'm about here at my channel. So, that being said, all aside, I like to salute our generals and our lieutenant. The general being Credit Crusader himself, who actually is part of and the leader of our Crusader Army. We also have Jim the Credit Guy and David Pickles PAYNE over at Everything Credit. Those are our lieutenants. That's our general. If you're not sure, go back, watch more videos, please, and be part of what we're trying to do here. This is a community built on helping each other. We do not gain anything other than the fact that we educate each other, help each other. Our platforms are built differently, okay? And I'll get into that in a little bit. So, comments say what we're talking about. The credit. I don't know. I can only call it the credit game. People are like, oh, but Dave, why would you do that? Why would you mention the credit game? You know, that's Mike's deal. Credit game. It is a game, folks. You're constantly trying to leverage your credit, push it against each other to make your credit grow. For whatever reason, personal use, you have a dream car, you have a dream house, you have kids that you want to send out to college, and you can't do that without pulling equity out of your house to do so. So be it. I want to say, though, you know, realistically, these goals that you have in mind, make them realistic. It doesn't matter how well and how high your credit will soar. What matters is if you have the income to pay it off, you know? Hey, you want a car, go for it. But be realistic in what you're going to spend. If your car is more than a third or at a third of what your worth is of your house, or let's say it's a fifth, more than a fifth or a fourth of what you make in salary, you're going to put yourself in credit disaster again. That's just the reality. There's no way to talk about it unless you become a millionaire overnight. And even then, you have to really watch what you do with your money. So I just want to put that out there. I mean, we all got goals. Let's keep them realistic. And know this, in this game, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is for sure. Everybody's credit is different. And when I say this, like, well, come on, you have two people with like one being like medical debt. Medical debt, you can fight, freeze, get off, take off right away. You still have to get a credit card to build it up, to build that credit. Don't take it from me. Go get the education from the professionals. Go to our general, Credit Crusader. Go to Jim the Credit Guy. He's got great information how to follow and what you need to do. If you want to self-help, if you don't have the time, go to Lieutenant Pickles PAYNE, David PAYNE, over at Everything Credit, and he's definitely going to help you out if you don't have the time to where he can fight that for you. So, let's get into something real quick, all right? There's a particular individual, and people are going to say, wow, David, you're going real hard and real fast on this person. Todd Gibbons. So before I get in this, if you got kids in the room, please ask them to leave. I'm going to get a little loose with my language a little bit because I do not have the time to think of big words for this individual or people around him that think they're smarter by using bigger words that make no sense to grab a thesaurus and look up what I'm saying. So I'm going to make it simplified. So if you have children, please ask them to leave the room. Now, let's get into it. Todd Gibbons. Mr. Gibbons, you're probably wondering, why would I pick up the sword in this fight? Why would I get involved in this fight? Here's my problem with this. People ask, what's my platform? My platform is calling out scammers, fraud, people defrauding people who don't have it or taking advantage. I could even do a parody or a video on Bob's Discount Furniture. I got screwed by them. Someone hit me up the other day about Atlas Dodge, all the way over there in Tennessee. I have to vet the stories to find out what's the truth and what's not. So you can imagine, it took me time to do my homework on you because I wanted to get it right, okay? I'm going to take you back to something real quick here. So let's get it in order, because I don't believe in discrediting people that listen to me, all right? I don't want to sit there and go, for people with a low retention span, because you did it, I just want to make this very clear, okay? So I'm working screens here, multiple, so my eyes are not directly on you folks. It's not disrespect. I don't mean any disrespect. I mean, I have to focus on what I'm putting out there for you because I want to keep it factual, okay? Mr. Givens, August 18th, 2021. Mr. Nelson and Mr. Media, you didn't take their advice. You had a live event going on. And in that live event, I should say a live chat, right? There was 5 other people. I think I counted the comments. I went specifically through those comments. I do my homework very well, by the way. You had about 20 comments in totality, right? In this video, you referred to a text strain on July 5th, 2021, okay? You referred to our Lieutenant David PAYNE Pickles as the guru, right? You said the guru. You did like 3 times. The guru, the credit repair master, all right? No one ever said that, okay? No one even mentioned that, all right? Those are terms that Mikey Rando used in the past. And you know who Mikey is. You know, Uncle Bad Touch My Wallet Mikey, Mikey who has a doctorate in credit, all these things. Because you've actually paid homage to him 3 times indirectly in your video. So I know you know of him, who I'm talking about. So that whole credit master guru crap, keep that with the Mikey family over there, down there, you know, the credit game. Because it's a bunch of bullshit. So, you then make the most ridiculous claim, right? All right, this is what you said. It's about to get good. It's about to get good, okay? You couldn't even pull the email where you claimed that you were called a racist, okay? And let's get into this. This is what started you. You literally took this as your reasoning to build the platform up in this particular video, in the subject matter, to say, this is why I'm going to call out David PAYNE over there at Everything Credit, right? It's because he called you a racist, okay? How would I put it? You couldn't even pull the email where you claimed he did this, okay? I don't know how to put it, you know, Todd. Are you that email media inept to know that even David PAYNE, okay, Lieutenant David Pickles PAYNE, our guy, okay, even if he erased an email from his side, the server, okay, would still hold it on your side. Do you get how that works? He erases it over here, okay, and on his computer, to the server, however he emailed it to your email that you were showing, well, you didn't show, I should say. Unless you erased it yourself, it should still be there. But that was the so-called bomb that you were going to drop, that you're trying to show everybody in this video, okay? This thing is you're scrolling through your AirPad, all right? So where is this email, Todd Givens? Where is it? You also mentioned in the live chat that you went offline for several months, because you said it yourself. You said somewhere, I think about like 2020 or 2021. I can't remember, because I spent the 2 hours and 45 minutes, by the way, watching it, okay? You said basically you went offline for several months, okay? Then you came back on YouTube, all right? Back by putting your letters up for free for a short time is what you did. You put up all your letters. I had to go back myself and research this because I have an IT team. If you haven't watched any of my videos, they had to research to see if this was true. You didn't lie about that. It's true. You put up all your letters up there for free. Free 99. You had them up there, okay? I guess I would have to ask the question, are you more upset the fact that David PAYNE got a hold of those letters? Or are you upset that someone took those letters and made them a base of what they created off of your base, changed the wording and phrasing, right, to meet current standards of the law in that state? Every state has different laws, okay? I don't know if you're aware of that. I assume you might be because I did some history on you, and you know the law pretty well, it seems like. So every state has their own law, okay, and the standard of law. I started figuring maybe that's why you're mad. He took the letters, he recreated them, took his time to recreate them to the standards and update them with what was required of law. I mean, Todd, be realistic. Anyone can get the information off the internet, like Jim the Credit Guy had actually mentioned last week in the video, okay? The ebook that you created, okay? You're just pulling information off the internet and putting the step-by-step knowledge. You're taking some of the time. It's your time, okay, which is fine. Hey, you should charge for your time. I'm going to tell you that. You took it and you put it step-by-step knowledge or software you purchased, right? One of the two. You took the time to do it. You purchased the software. Whatever the reason is that you're getting mad, that you're making this the reason why is that he calls you racist, but still couldn't prove it. So I had really in depth to think why, because you're talking about all this stuff in your video. You're saying, you know, he took my stuff. You put it up for free. You didn't say no resale, this is mine, copyright, because you can't do copyright because, Todd, you did the same thing. You took it from somebody, okay? You have no copyright to your credit repair. It was there before you. It's very simplified. There's nothing that you're not doing yourself that you're mad at Lieutenant David Pickles PAYNE for. Simple as that. You're the same person. Someone did it before you. They did the same thing. There's no written law to this, okay? There's none. Unless you got some specific letter, you know, that you took from software that you paid for, and you said, you cannot recreate this because you put your stamp across it in light lettering behind it like a watermark, That's the only way you can be pissed off. I can understand that, right? You have no copy of credit repair. Let's get back to it. It was there before you. Like Mr. Nelson said, buffoonery. I like Mr. Nelson. I listen to him talk a lot. He was trying to talk you out of shit. But you were just so heated. You were pissed off because you knew at that point, David already had 5 of your people. He had 5 of your clients. And one of them, 2 of them actually, were talking shit in text message to him. And he had it on his phone. That's why you were pissed. You were starting to blow your lid. Mr. Nelson tried to keep you calm. He tried to keep you on the right path, okay? October 19, 2021. Let's speed up a little bit here, okay? You have the GoFundMe account. Sorry, Freudian slip. You have the GoFundMe account, all right? I'm going to help you out with some stuff here. I'm not going to practice or preach a lot to you. I'm not going to advise you as an attorney because I can't yet. But I'm going to tell you this much. You do a GoFundMe account, and the intentions on someone else's name, they have to be factual intentions in your state. I looked it up. If you don't do that, you got a problem. We're going to get back into that too, okay? In this GoFundMe video that you have, you're trying to act all somber, that you're very concerned about Lieutenant David Pickles' pain, and you're telling yourself over there, this guy with everything credit, I'm going to try to help him out, right? I want to help this man out. You really sold it that way. You said, hey, God, I want to pray for this man, right? You said it, okay? You mentioned a trailer park that David PAYNE lives in. First of all, not true. Flat out lie, okay? You assumed that. You didn't do your homework. You didn't do your homework on it. You just assumed it because the background he has behind him. That's his office. That's his build-on office, okay? You also mentioned his 11 to 12 hour warehouse job, okay? Basically, it's a warehouse job he has, $11 to $12 an hour. Also not true, okay? Right? Dude, educate yourself, little man, on the federal minimum wage. $11, $12. Get out of here with that, man. You're about 3 years behind, bro, of what it was, all right? You claim that you put up $200 of your own, okay? Your own, okay, money for this GoFundMe account. And I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal right now. Whole world's watching, buddy. If you put up 200, I put up 200. But you claimed you did already, okay? You're trying to get to that number. I'll put up 200 right now. You put up 200, and let's split it, okay? Let's get someone started with David. Get someone started with you. Same amount of chronic credit issues. Let's see who wins that race there, okay? Just for record's sake, because you said it, right? I'll tell you why at the end of the video too, okay? You continue in this video to insult David PAYNE, mention that you can see that he cries for help because David PAYNE's rent is from $180 to $400. Where's he renting? A cardboard box in Tijuana? What are you talking about? $180, $400. Todd, like, seriously, I would be afraid to let you work on anyone's credit. You can't even get the national average minimum wage right, let alone the rate caps nationwide in your video. Both information's wrong. You're wrong on both, or you're just flat out lying, because that's what doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you put that out there? You also mentioned, Todd, that if David lived in your state of Michigan, okay, you would give him one of the rental properties. One of your rental properties. Todd, do you know what this group does? Do you know what we do? Several of us. We're investigators. That's what we do. It makes no sense. Going back to it, you said again, you're going to give him one of your rental properties, right? You wish he lived in your state. You'd help him out. You give him a rental property is what you said, okay? Which rental property might that be? I went through a slew of your videos. Not a whole lot of them, because I can't really tell if you are a car, like, basically review guy, or you're a food critic. Same time you were in Hawaii flying first class, you fly first class everywhere, you're sending pictures of pizza when you said you were in Hawaii. Your video's not mine, buddy. I'm just going off of your stuff, okay? So, I need to know again, which rental properties might that be? Because I have some more information on it. I can't seem to find one, okay? At all. In your state, or even other states as I look. Because I checked all of them, okay? It's really hard considering that only living Todd Gibbons in this group of years, the only living Todd Gibbons in this group of years, is 57 years of age. The only Todd Gibbons, okay? Now, unless you're a junior, it's possible, okay? But, help you out on one, okay? There's a 29-year-old in this group that's actually named Troy Gibbons. And you got a young face. You look like you're about that age. So I'm not sure if you're Todd or Troy. Who knows? Just saying. Either way, I didn't see any rental properties in those names. Just not yet, okay? I just mentioned that as there is no rental properties in that name, okay? I did find 2 foreclosures, though. Mr. Gibbons. Todd, want to keep it real, right? Well, we can see with our eyes. That's what you said, okay? There's 2 foreclosures in the name of Todd and 1 foreclosure under Todd and an unmentioned female name. And I'm not going to mention the female name. People are like, oh, hey, Dave, why? You talk shit on Mikey's wife, Val, all the time. Sure I do, because Val's part of the scam. Her name is on the LLCs and failed LLCs and frozen LLCs and dismantled LLCs, and she's the one that goes to the lawyer's office and signs for the LLC. So I'll say Val Rando a million times over before I'll release Mr. Gibbons' information to who the female is. But point to it is, let's get back to it. 2 foreclosures in the name of Todd, 1 foreclosure under the name of Todd and an unmentioned female name. These were both 2007 on 2 of those, okay? And 1 in 2018. So 2007, 2018, we're living in 2021. What rental properties are you talking about in your GoFundMe that you'd give to our Lieutenant David Pickles PAYNE? Where are they at? I mean, you said it. I mean, I already got you so far on defrauding on the GoFundMe. Now you're going to sit here and lie about your rental properties? This is blowing me away, okay? These were both 2007, 2018. So Toddler, I'm afraid to use Toddler because you're acting like a child now, okay? Just, oh, yes, that's you. Crying about Lieutenant David Pickles PAYNE because he's taking customers from you because you're not doing it for them. It's their text messages. It's not made up lies. They're sending slews of text messages about what you didn't do for them. Maybe it's because you're spending time in Hawaii. Don't know. So, Toddler, riddle me this. How would you give David PAYNE one of your rentals? And not that he needed any of this, because he did a Cribs-like video response to your video, to this sham video you made, okay? But again, how would you give him one of your rental properties? How? I need to know. I'm curious. He's curious. I've talked to him. We're wondering. He didn't ask you to make the GoFundMe video. You did it on your own, okay? By the way, if you go to that little video that you have of yours, we actually have it on the server locked down with a GoFundMe attachment that you put out before you erased it and stopped it. And I'll show you all if I have to, because it's true, okay? I mean, this is you, right? Let's listen to this.
Hello. I am Todd Gibbons, the owner of Excellent Credit Matters. Back to you with another amazing video. All right, guys. I started a GoFundMe. I never thought that I would be creating a GoFundMe. The GoFundMe is fortunately for David PAYNE, right?
There you are saying it yourself on video. You thought you'd never start it, but you did. Now, you have a GoFundMe attachment on there that you stopped. You closed that GoFundMe account. We'll get in that a little bit anyways, okay? So I go back. You made all these claims about David, okay? How would you give him one of your rental properties? You can't seem to answer that, okay? When they were foreclosed on. They were foreclosed on. If they were rental properties, 2 of them had to, and they're side by side on the addresses. I'm not going to dox your addresses, okay? Those 2 were side by side, another one. So I go back to 2007 plus the 2018 marker. It goes back that when we were younger, 2007 it was 1 property, 2018 2 properties with the female's name. Those must have been the 2 rental properties that you had before, okay? But I digress. As I'm looking at the YouTube video right here, okay, everybody, what does it say? It says 0 comments, but that's not true. That's not true. Let's look. 0 comments, ECM logs. Todd, this is you, okay? That's you. 253 views on October 19th. Let's go to the GoFundMe so I'm not full of crap here. He opens up their link. Look at that. Oh my Lord, the campaign's not found. Todd, what happened? Maybe it got foreclosed on, buddy. I don't know. Okay, 0 comments. You see, David Stanley, 1 month ago. The reply was exactly when this went out. I'm going to go and read this now, okay? So you understand what I put out there with no response. Because y'all think I'm not giving Todd a fair chance, and I did. I'm a client of Everything Credit and was wondering if he reached out to you to start the GoFundMe account and how long ago he was a client or current client, ? You didn't have much information in regards to your video clip, ? No response, okay? Mr. Gibbons, I think you turned comments off, ? 24 hours later. Folks, here's what I had planned. Contact Mr. Gibbons, find out what the mix-up was about, make a peace accord, in a sense to say, hey, is there a misunderstanding here? Because I'm not making any sense of this at all. Until I went back and looked at the other video he attached when he tried claiming that our Lieutenant David Pickles PAYNE made a comment to him and said he was a racist. And you were going on this rant back to August 18th. Okay? All this while, you're wearing a hat in this video that says, "Get rich, hustle harder." My friend, you indeed are a hustler. You are a hustler, mister. With the real Todd Gibbons, please stand up. Because I don't think we even know who you are, okay? You also mentioned making David Payne look more credible. That's what you said, why you wanted to build that GoFundMe account. That was your claim. Mind you, what you say on YouTube is liable, especially when it involves money. I don't monetize. My channel's not monetizing. I'm not paying for advertisements. I am a true seeker. This is exactly what I do, okay? In the YouTube world and in real life is what I do this for, okay? Telling you, this ain't making any sense right here, okay? You also mentioned making David Payne look more credible in that video is what you said is why. Well, he took over 8 of your clients so far and counting. 8. Now, that was a comment and talk I had with him weeks ago. It could be even more now, okay? I think he's proving quite credible. He doesn't need your help or GoFundMe, okay? November 11th, 2021, you claim to have dirt on this man. Bring it. What dirt? We would love for you to expose what dirt you have on our Lieutenant David Pickles Payne. Because this is the way you want to play it, Todd. We tried peaceful route, but you got pissed off because he took clients of yours instead of making it right, okay? No one's saying you weren't running credit before and taking care of people, but somewhere down the line, you either got lazy, you slacked off, took too many first-class trips, is what you did, and you forgot it some people, because I've seen you do it. You've actually doxed someone before, too, and I'll get into that also, okay? November 21, the dirt you have. You showed all your cards already, is what you've done, okay? I see it in your face and how you're acting, what you're trying to do. You don't know how to play this when you're coming after somebody, all right? You've already nothing. There's not bombs, Toddler. You haven't dropped any bombs at all. I'll tell you why. You make an attempt to call it Mr. Unknown Former Client. If you look at all the people with us, we all use our first names, our last names. There's nothing we're hiding. So I'm going to say again, oh, David, you're being unfair. You're being absolutely unfair. It's hyperbole because look at the Credit Crusader. Yes, look at the Credit Crusader. Before he was calling anybody out, he was building workshops and doing other things to help you with credit education. He built his platform off of the alter ego character of his look-alike Deadpool, but not Deadpool. You get it? He created his own character. He has that following. He's not going to take off the mask now, come out and start over, okay? Everybody has started with something, okay? But all of us have our real names. And if we're making a call to somebody like I have to the credit game, I'm not sitting there and blocking out the name of the person I'm talking to. I'm not blocking out the person of other people. I'm even giving the actual initials of the stories of the people I tell to protect. I ask for the permission. I use their initials. I'm still identifying them. You didn't even do that, okay? You call Mr. Unknown Former Client who sounds completely lost on the phone when you call him. In your car as it's raining. You remember that video. You should have scripted the call better, buddy, okay? Why didn't you ask Mr. Unknown if he sent out a tracker on the money order? Because that's what he said. He said he sent a money order, okay? He mentions using his bank for all the money orders, and they mentioned that someone in Georgia area, possibly cashed or deposited the order. That's what he's telling you in the video, all right? David Payne also responded to this video, okay? Todd, if you're in the credit repair and are advising your clients to get credit cards from financial institutions, you know they can stop payment on the bank money orders or remit that amount from the bank in question for refunds and fraud. You know this. I wonder why you didn't mention it. Why would David Payne risk a $200 money order over 100 plus clients he already has and a chance of being reported to for $200? That makes no sense. None, okay? Yet you still have this bomb you are dropping in this phone call. Where? Every time you talk about bombs dropping, we're sitting here like this. Where? Can't hear him. Sure as hell don't see him with what you put out, okay? I mean, seriously, I can't understand you, man. Get some serious shade game, Toddler, if you're going to throw it, okay? Also, this Mr. Unknown you called claims theft, but can't remember the money order total. Everybody, come on, open your eyes. As he said, see it with your eyes. He's the one that called the Mr. Unknown, okay, who won't identify himself, all right? This doesn't make any sense. A day later, not even a day later, okay, from your excellent video that you always approve, you approve the message, you approve the video, because you must be running for some sort of office of some sort I don't know about. Then a day later, November 12, 2021, you go and show a snippet of the live August video, okay, where you pause the video constantly and you're paraphrasing over the video that's in motion. Seriously? What was the point, right? You went on about David Payne's subscriber count. You don't even show your subscriber count. Give me a break, right? It's hidden, okay? You then go on talk about the credit game, okay? The credit game, Mike Sean Rando, and it's 400 plus subscribers. You're comparing Everything Credit, Lieutenant Pickles, David Payne, who just started barely 2.5, 3 months ago, if that. 3 months ago, I'll give you 3 months, okay? To someone who's been out there for the last 2 years, minus all the defunct things that he's done, okay? I'm not going to talk about wholesale trade lines. That's defunct. Mike's sitting there whining, wah in this video, okay? Going back from elite deletions now to basically, digital deletions, going from masterminds to digital millionaire. Todd, know your fucking game. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. That's the problem right here. That is absolutely the problem with you right here. You're crying because you took a couple customers and you're making such a fool of yourself. It blows me away, okay? It blows me away. Toddler, you can buy subs. You can buy them. We've proven it with Mike. You can buy them. You can buy subs. Okay, welcome to YouTube land. Okay, you say good marketing. That's what you said. You said good marketing. I'm not hating. Good marketing because he's scamming people. I guess a scam sham like you knows a good scam artist when they see one. Because that's the only thing I can put together from the people I've talked to. Your former clients at that. Because Todd, I've talked to some of your former clients already. They got passed on to me. It's interesting, you know. To me, it's sad. You got lazy. You gave up is what it seems like, all right? The craziest part you mentioned, low attention span in that video. You're paraphrasing over the video, 15 minutes of it. You took your 2 hours or your 1 hour, 47-minute video live chat, and you pocketed it down to 15 minutes. But then you added a couple things in there that weren't there before, okay? It's weird to me. Like, you're telling people low attention span. Now you're insulting your own viewers if they don't have the fortitude to think for themselves, right? Who's a hater now? Todd, let's make this very simplistic. You haven't dropped any bombs. You haven't proven that basically you were called a racist to this day. Your excuse is that he must have erased it on his side. Well, unless he's a hacker and has access to your computer, how come you can't show it? And every time you say you got a bomb, here's the bomb, here's the bomb, here's the bomb. So I'm going to make this very simplistic, folks. We're at 27 minutes in this video already. Thank you so much for listening. So I'm going to put it to you like this. Here's my bombs to you that I was going to drop. My 2 big factors. Mr. Unknown. Whoever you may be, Mr. Unknown, okay? On November 12th, okay, you called in, or I should say Todd called you. I will put up your $200 that was lost to whoever scammed you to David Payne over at Everything Credit to continue your credit fight. I will put up the $200, okay? Now, that's the first bomb. I'm going to put up $200 to a complete stranger. That's fine. I want to help the world. I want to help people and educate people to stay away from people like Mike Sean Rando and not go back to Todd until he either calms down and starts doing his job or just stops and becomes basically a credit car review guy or pizza review guy or whatever he wants to be, okay? I haven't dropped everything on you, Todd. As you said you want to release dirt, I gave you just a taste of what I got on you so far. I have all the dirt on you. So here's the deal. You started a GoFundMe in the state of Michigan, where you're at, okay, when you start a GoFundMe under pretenses of the person, the precipitory collecting on that GoFundMe, and you do not pay out that GoFundMe to the person that you did it for, you've committed fraud. So Todd, I've already filed for that information actually 15 days ago, and I'm waiting for the response back for GoFundMe because it looks like you may have broken the law. Now, it takes a person, though, to file that as a victim. Well, guess what you did? You wanted to make Lieutenant David Pickles Payne, David Payne, over at Everything Credit, a victim. You wanted to make him to someone that had to build up his credibility because of his bankruptcy. The bankruptcy is gone. It's been gone. He was asking for help because that's what people do with each other. They ask for help because he was helping people too. For pennies on a dollar. Pennies on a dollar. He really was. Still is in some cases. He's helping out victims of Mike. He's helping victims of you. He's put the videos out. So I'm telling you, back to what I'm saying. You committed a crime, Toddler. So, I can't advise David Payne what to do, but I know you've ruffled his feathers bad enough for talking about his family and their living situation and lying about it, that when you attack a man's family, he's going to fight back. So what I'm going to tell you is this. David Payne, my lieutenant, David Payne Pickles, if you can hear me, I'm going to be emailing you in 5 days, counting right now from this video goes, 5 days. And what you're going to do is I'm sending you the criminal report to the GoFundMe to file charges against Toddler for fraud. The only way that you should pull back on this is if Todd takes the $200 and shows that he's taking the $200 and applying it to a new client, not an old one, but a new client that we can verify that has credit problems themselves, and that he's going to finally for once do his job and help people through credit. If that's really what he does. Yes, Toddler, I'm calling you out. If you go ahead and take the $200 that you had in that GoFundMe account, and you know you tried to, you wanted to get to the goal, but that was your goal, $200. What am I doing? I'm matching it. I'm not asking for something unreasonable. You're taking 200, doing it that way. I'm taking 200, and I'm giving that client who was part of David Payne's people before to have the right to have and continue services through David Payne. But Toddler, if you don't show that in 5 days, we're going to drop all the dirt on you. We'll put it out there because I don't know if you've heard him called Skip Tracer. He's going to unload the truth, the whole truth of who you are and what you do, and behind everything you spend and where you spent it at. And he'll start talking about oh, that's right, the tax liens. But I don't want to get into that just yet. So I'm giving you 5 days to find a new client, put the $200 to them. After that, charge them a monthly fee. Folks, how hard is that, right? Am I asking for the world? Am I asking for $1 million? I'm not. Heck, I'm giving $200 to Mr. Unknown, who claimed that his money order was cashed. Okay? I'll pay David tomorrow if he contacts me, and he can get his credit rolling again for his repair. This game is vicious. Vicious, folks, to the core. But if you're going to attack one of us, you're attacking all of us, because everybody in the Crusader army, everybody is about helping everybody. And I know Jim would not condone what I'm doing right now. Jim's probably like, oh, David, find the Zen, find the peace. You're right, sir. I should find that. And the peace I found out was this, the offering I'm giving, the $200 to help the client, former client of Everything Credit, to go back to him. And I'm offering peace that, as much as I want to say, people say you're doxing this guy, I'm not doxing crap. I didn't give his address. I didn't give his wife's name. I haven't done anything, his family. Toddler did it to himself, okay? But the reality is, he doxed one of his former clients less than a week ago. There's a beautiful Nubian queen he puts up on there, basically, a nice girl, and she needed help with stuff with credit. She made a complaint about something, and he showed her credit report, and he showed her picture. Please tell me, folks, that this is not someone you want to do business with. That's why I call you Toddler, Todd Givens, or Troy, or whatever your name may be. Because what you did to that poor girl is what got this video cycling in my head. Like, how was I going to approach this? But when I realized something, the reality is you're a good old-fashioned bully. You like to play victim when it's not your way. And when you don't see it going your way, you go full hardcore. And the full hardcore you have is a joke. It's the guy who punches you in the back of the head in the bar and runs out the back door. That's the best you've got, Todd. So do me a favor. 5 days. Show us a new client. Show us that you're starting a repair from start one. Maybe David Payne won't file charges against you in your state. But I know for a fact that if it's fraud, it probably didn't go well with your tax situation either. So, you win my Darwin Award for the week, Mr. Todd Givens. And from basically, I'd have to say, from the littlest pain, chew on that, mother sucker. Take care.